Wake Up to Money from BBC 5 Live.
Good morning. The US presidential race is ramping up.
He's going to want to make it personal. He's going to want to get in the mosh pit. I'm going to talk about why I want to be president of the United States.
That's a masked-up Joe Biden getting ready to take on his rival in the first presidential debate of the campaign tonight. Over the coming days and weeks, Wake Up to Money will bring you all you need to know about the key election issues. We'll get insight from the stateside business world, starting with a look at the Democratic nominees' economic plans. This morning, I'll be joined by a former senior advisor to the White House.
Danni is here from Wake Up to Money. We're going to be talking about what plans pubs and restaurants are going to be putting in place so we can all stand outside freezing with a pint this winter.
Yeah, getting absolutely soaking wet if you're trying to make the most of the last few days of the Eat Out to Help Out scheme today, that is for sure. A lot of restaurants I've spent a huge amount of money. A pub we were talking to this morning spent £40,000 upgrading their seating areas so that they can double the number of people that can be there. Morning, I'm at Crewe Station on the West Coast Main Line, where in about half an hour this place will be teeming with commuters. They now know what their new service will look like. What exactly will it mean for them?
Danni Hewson is out on the milk round for us this morning. Bright and early, in the little milk van, milk float. Morning.
Good morning. Yes, Charlie and Naga, I'm doing a spot of moonlighting this morning. I'm on a milk round in Greater Manchester. Now, I remember back in the 80s when it seemed that absolutely everybody used to get their milk delivered. But then, of course, there was a great big tail-off as we went to the supermarkets and we got our milk in those plastic containers.
Our correspondent Danni Hewson has been speaking to businesses in Stoke-on-Trent.
By tonight, most customers here will have swapped coffee for a pint, but the conversation will still be about Brexit.
It doesn't matter where you go, people talk about Brexit. There are lots of people with lots and lots of views. What's incredible is we don't end up with the kind of anger we saw in the House of Commons yesterday in our pubs.
It's impossible to know what flavour of Brexit will eventually flow out of the tank. But Stoke has dealt with the loss of its pits and the erosion of its pots. For many local businesses, weathering this seems doable.
I'm pleased to say we're joined by two small business owners. Laurie Hawkins owns Leon's Dexter Queen, a barbecue restaurant in Dexter, Missouri, and is a Trump supporter. And Dilawa Saeed is the boss of Lumita, a healthcare tech firm in Silicon Valley in California, and is backing Biden. Different time zones, different sectors of the economy, different political perspectives. Welcome both of you to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One of the things which has struck a lot of business owners is this issue over tax. You're a hard-working business owner. You pay income tax. How do you feel about the revelations recently about Donald Trump and how much he has or hasn't paid?
We take full advantage of every single legal tax deduction or credit available to me.
The UK economy grew slightly in May, but it's still a grim picture overall, Danni. We can't get away from that, can we, despite this little uptick?
No, a tiny, tiny little uptick of 1.8% in May. Now, if you look at where we were in February, we're still down 25%. This is the state of the UK economy. So it's really important to take a look at these figures today. A lot of economists thought it might grow by about 5% because we did see people being encouraged back to work on the 11th of May. So this incorporates sort of 2 weeks of the loosening of lockdown. Chancellor Rishi Sunak has said, look, today's figures